They governing about director, about meetings so that code has to be complied with, and every year UPRS reporting that to Capital Markets Authority on how you're performing under that code. So code to incorporate in the constitution. We have incorporated it in the constitution. There are a few definitions in there which are standard, which have been incorporated. The other aspect Chemugendo Kulaba is recognition of the Uganda Companies Act. The Tekala Federal Companies Act was amended in 2012. So we've tried to update articles Zamubanga Zaliza 2006. So it was updating to comply with the 2012 Act. So Mugenda Kulabanga, there's a lot of reference to that act in that constitution. To tell them, the other article that you're going to see is on termination. There was no provision on termination of your membership, so we have provided for notice that if you want to terminate your membership, you can give a written notice to UPRS, but also UPRS has a right to terminate a member, and we have detailed a procedure for that. That they will give you a notice that for the reasons are given, you're indisciplined or you're not acting in the best interests of the society, because this is a voluntary engagement. We've also provided for death. There was no provision for what happens in case a member dies. In member what happens, we noticed that there were some cases where you have people who member wafanga baba mchala we baba ganda be, but the law has processes omuntu wafa waliwo amateeka galagira assets zoyo omuntu how they are supposed to move. So we have incorporated that so that UPRS omuntu wafa the right person yafuna they are taking over the copyright benefits of that person, and the process is also here. The benefits, the rights you have some children who have copyright. They are not like fresh kid. He's not a member, but he's one of the children, but they have copyright. So contracting. There is a legal process for that. So we have provided that such children should have guardianship orders from the people who are there, who are taking care of them. So there's a guardianship orders UPRS is ebayetaga. Ichache tuongedemu is the concept of virtual meetings. One of the challenges that was because of your numbers, it's not easy to mobilize. Now COVID but it was not going to be easy to mobilize this meeting. So we have made provision for virtual meetings, and your constitution is supposed to allow for it. So to start demo that you can have those meetings, and the process is given in there. The church to adjust is the question of quorum. Quorum yamwe evade 2/3, which is about 60% of membership. Now from the record and even in other CMOs, that is mobilizing because of the nature of your industry. So the engagements that we had with members, the proposal was 100 people. So if you want to participate, this is your company, this is your interest, you have to attend. But quorum is going to be 100 people have a meeting. The next aspect is the board of directors. This is very critical, and I beg for your attention. But board did to minimize to reducing the number to 11 directors. This is as per international standards. The bigger the board, the harder it is to do business. So the smaller the board, the better. So taking into account interests of our members, into representation, different categories of members. So with that in mind, and consultation with members, narrowing that down to 11 directors. Chetuonge Demo is a mixture of skills on this board, a blend. Different skills, finance, marketing, legal, leadership, communication, planning. Like my colleague said, UPRS is an institution which needs to make money for its members. We have proposed that to qualify to be a director when you're a member, you must have been registered with UPRS for not less than 3 consecutive years. That's the proposal. We have proposed an addition of independent directors. The independent directors are the ones that may support the blend of skills that we're suggesting as other people who may have the skills that are not only music or the skills that are not only business that may be useful to UPRS. So we have proposed that you have a minimum of a bachelor's degree in business and other related fields. You must have passed 2 principal passes at your A level, and you must have credits in English and mathematics. And you must be of reputable character, high moral standards. You must not be bankrupt. You must not have been convicted of financial related crime, because this is financial management. You must be of sound mind, and above 18 years of age. If you have demonstrated expertise and experience relevant to UPRS activities, that's an added advantage. The proposed term of directors is 3 years with eligibility for re-election for 1 more term. It has to adjust. We have proposed a board nomination process because of the number of the members, for people to have, for people to know their directors. I think part of the feedback that we got was that people did not even know who the board members were and how they were elected. So we have proposed a board nomination process, which is in there, which should happen in time towards the next AGM. Sorry, I'm trying to move fast. The quorum of the board is going to be 7 out of 11, minimum of 7 members. And even the board has an option for a physical or virtual meeting or both, just like we're having one today. To be able to perform better, boards usually work in committees. So we have proposed minimum board committees, but they could expand to any number that they may deem fit. The board always has that option, but also subject to the code of corporate governance and the articles. We have proposed 3 main committees. One is the audit and risk committee. That is a very important committee, which should constitute independent directors, because audit is supposed to be, is supposed to be an independent function to check the actions of the organization. So we have proposed that committee. We have proposed the technical and finance committee. That committee is to overlook all the activities of UPRS, but also the finance function. And then we have proposed the members' affairs and international relations committee. The majority of the members on this committee should be members, and even the chairperson of this committee should be a member. It's really to accommodate all the interests of the members and to make sure that the board attends to member-related issues. The addition here is that a committee, as the law recognizes, can co-opt any member or out of the board members who, by reason of their expertise or experience, can assist its operations on short-term basis, but from time to time. So we have proposed that if a committee thinks that a certain musician or certain personality has qualifications that could enable its operations, a committee, so with consultation of the main board, they can seek that person to come and assist them on their function. I think I have summarized it. I don't know if there are any questions. Thank you.
Ladies, thank you, Madam Chair. Allow me to highlight a few things.